will detect, sir, based on the type of the class. In the target class, I asked, I need date class object as the dependent. It will search for, is there any date class object acting as a spring bean? There, collect it and inject it. In the target class, I kept at the rate auto void on the top of the property whose class name is XYZ. Then IOC container searches for, is there any spring bean whose class name is what? XYZ. Let us assume found boss. Then collects it and injects it. In the target class, I have kept at the rate auto void on the top of the property whose class name is ABC. Then IOC container searches for, is there any spring bean whose class name is ABC? If found, collects that object, injects that object to target class. So that means indirectly, it is deciding the dependent based on the type of the property, na boss. Based on the type means class name of the dependent class or not, guys. Super. Let me add, from my side, no issue with the voice. Please. Every day, please stop doing this hangama. Where is this? Why net is not there, guys? Third room connect. Loud and clear, guys. No voice. Am I loud and clear now? Shall I continue the session? Everyone, please respond. Okay. I think we have to adjust this. Yeah, everyone, please focus. Today's session is very important. Wiring is nothing but injection. All about assigning dependent spring bean class object to what is there? Target spring bean class objects has a property. What property, guys? I think everyone knows what is the has a property, guys. Supraja madam, I'm starting from 0%. First come out of this psychological feeling, listen the class. Target spring bean class objects, what property, guys? Has a property. What is has a property? If one class property is declared in another class, that is called has a property or not. I have a class called ABC. Inside ABC class, I have taken private XYZ X. Then what is the X property basically type, guys? Has a property or not, guys? Has a property there means Both classes are there in composition or inheritance. Extends means inheritance. In one class, another class property is declared means they are in composition. Respond, dirty fellow. Looking at my eyes. What's there in my face? I'm talking to you only. Ah, respond. Open your mouth. Okay, guys. Tell me. When one class property is declared in another class, then we can say both the properties are in what? Composition or inheritance. They are in extents means extents comes under is a relationship. Okay, this composition comes under why it is called has a relation. In first class, second class property is there. That's why it is called has a relation or not, guys. Super boss. Okay. To make IOC container, make IOC container, searching and dependent. What is that, guys? Dependent. 1 minute. Searching and dependent Spring Bean class object to target Spring Bean class object. We need to use what annotation, guys? At the rate auto void annotation. What annotation? Auto void annotation in the target class. In the target what class, guys? Spring Bean class. Super, guys. Now tell me, boss. In target Spring Bean class, target Spring at the rate auto void is placed on the top of what property? Has a property. What property? Then it performs what injection, guys? Then it performs what injection? Field injection. Because as a property is also called field na boss. As a property is also called field na boss. F field. Then it is called, then it perform field injection. Super. If at the rate auto void is placed on the top of setter method, what method, boss? On the top of setter method, then it is called, then it performs setter injection, guys. What injection? Are you understanding my statement, boss? Come on. Super, boss. Tell me next one. Everyone, please switch off your video. I want every online student to switch off the video. Admin, net is too worst. Okay, guys. If at the rate net is too worst, man, can't you check that? Okay, guys. If at the rate auto void is placed on the top of what, guys? Constructor. What that, guys? Then it performs what injection? Then it performs what injection, guys? Super, boss. Tell me. If at the rate auto void is placed on the top of arbitrary method, what do you mean by arbitrary method? Any random method. Any random. Okay. Arbitrary method. What method, guys? Arbitrary method. Any random method. Then it performs what injection, my dear? Arbitrary method injection. Arbitrary to give sample code for field injection. What guys? Field injection. Now you should double your focus now. You must double your focus now. All right. What AutoVite do internally, I will explain. Focus on what I am presenting, Mr. Atharva. Fine. I just introduced and you are worried about internals. Everything will come in sequence. Don't excite and don't show that excitement in the chat box. Everything will come incrementally, one by one, one by one. Please, I know you are talented people, but let me show my talent first. Then you can apply your talent on the top of it. Right, guys? Super. Okay. Sample code for finger. So before giving the sample code, I must explain what is the target class, what is the dependent class. Other day we discussed it now. The class that is using other class services is called target. Is called dependent. Yes, na boss? Okay. I want to generate wish messages. What messages? Based on the current hour of the day. So I'm going to take one class as wish message generator. What class, guys? Wish message generator is the target class, guys. Come on. But it needs current hour of the day. Current hour of the day will come from local date time class or date class or only local time class. Come on, my dear. So from local time or local date time or date, I'm going to get the current hour of the day by creating object for it. Okay, by getting current hour of the day, I can get the current hour of the day or not. So can I call date class or local date time class or local time class as the dependent class? After all, wish message generator class is trying to use local date time or date time. I mean, it's a date class methods to get the current hour of the day or not. Is that clear, my dear? Restart and అంత ఈజీగా I think now it's connected, guys. Fine. Online student, please check your network now. Please check your screen. Everyone, it should be okay now. అన్ని చెక్ చేసుకోండి నాకు హ్యాండ్ ఓవర్ చేసి ఫైన్ రైట్ బాస్ టెల్ మీ గైస్ what is there? Wish message generator. What is that? Wish message generator wants to use what there? Local time. This local time class belongs to which package, guys? Java.time package. It's a predefined one. So a wish message generator is what, my dear? User defined, right, guys? User defined. Wants to use local time class. Current hour of the day. What, guys? Current hour of the day to generate the wish messages. Like what, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. And etc. Good morning, good afternoon, and etc. So we can say, this wish message generator as the target class, my dear. Wish message generator target class. Can I say java.time what that, guys? Local time class as the dependent class now, my dear. What class? Dependent class. But listen guys, when I give these two classes to IOC container, I want to see IOC container loading both the classes. Yes. I want to see IOC container creating object for both the classes. Yes, na boss. I want to see IOC container managing both objects. I want to see IOC container assigning local time class object to wish message generator class object. Yes or no? Na? I want to see if necessary IOC container destroying both objects. So first of all, tell me it is a user defined class. Okay, I'm wantedly taking this one in a package. com.nt dot or some meaningful user defined package name. Sbeans dot what dot guys? com.nt dot sbeans dot wish message generator. Com for company, NT for Natraz or Naresh Technology, Sbeans means Spring Bean. Generally, every package contains 2 words or 3 words with a meaningful word name. Ah, no, sir, I will take package pack 1, package P1. All these are fine in core Java. You look at any predefined package, is it having only 1 word? Minimum 2 words are there, and every package name is self-descriptive. Then why your package name should not be self-descriptive? Guys, core Java level, you might have taken variable names as A, B, C, D also. Class A1, class A2, class A3. All these are great, no doubt in that. Okay. Because there you are learning Java, but here you are applying Java. When you are applying Java, every name should be self-descriptive. Self-descriptive means the class name, method name, variable name should explain for what purpose it is taken, right? Did your parents give a name as ABC? Did your parent give name as X1, Y1, Z1? Everyone has given meaningful name. Yes or no? Na? Your name is having meaning. With that meaning, your behavior will match sometimes. Yes or no? Na? Yeah. Similarly, whenever you design a class name or method name or variable name, try to have self-description, including package name you have to follow. A good programmer designs the package name with minimum 3 words. Minimum 3 words having meaningful this. Generally, com for company, NT for that company name, then purpose of the class. That's the one way. Another way, project name, module name, purpose. This is the one more way, right, guys? Any convention you can follow, but try to have a meaningful one. Super, guys. Com for company, NT for Naresh Technology, Sbeans means Spring Beans, guys. Okay, how to make this one as a Spring Bean, guys? Here I am going to use @component. I'm just designing, boss, here. Okay, now tell me, boss, to make this class as Spring Bean, should I use @component? It's a predefined, boss. In predefined, can I use @component, guys? So then what should I use? This is a user defined class. What class, guys? This is a user defined. This is what class, guys? Predefined. This is going to be predefined. So here I'm going to use @bean method now, boss. @bean method. For configuration, @bean method. So with this, what happened, guys? Both these classes have become Spring Bean. That means both these class objects will be created and managed by what? IOC container. Up to this, it's clear now, boss? Super. Okay. Now tell me, IOC container is ready to inject local date time class object. Sorry, local time class object. Local time class object to wish message generator class object. But in wish message generator, there should be a property to receive and hold it. Yes or no? Na? Such property we called as a has a property. Once that property is designed, so okay, tell me, boss, they are in composition relationship, has a relationship. That's why in Spring environment, whenever you want to see classes in relationship for injection. They must be designed supporting composition. They must be designed supporting nothing but has a relationship. Okay, this is base statement. Why, sir? Very simple. Container says I will inject a dependent Spring Bean to target Spring Bean class object. Where in target Spring Bean class object? There should be some location in the target Spring Bean class object to a property. What property? Same property of dependent class type. Right now, boss? For example, central government said that in every citizen account, we will deposit 10 lakh rupees. Okay, you take the money and enjoy the money, right? But first of all, keeping account is our responsibility, na boss. Yes, na boss. I said, I am uploading material in the Facebook group and you become member of the group and collect the material. Having Facebook account is your responsibility or my responsibility? I should come and create Facebook account for you. No, you will be keeping Facebook account ready. Then you will become member of my group. There we will access it. Similarly, when container is ready to inject dependent class object to target class object, to receive it and to hold it, there should be what? One property in target class. That property should be called as a property or not, guys? What is the type of this as a property? Dependent class name or not, guys? No mug up in my classes. Everything is a theory, everything is an analysis, right? So supporting this, what should I do, guys? In this class, I should take private. Tell me, boss. Private local time LT. One has a property is ready, my dear. Has a property. Okay, but there may be a number of other properties. How does it know? How does IOC container in this property only injection should happen? I need to mark this property with a special annotation. That too what for injection purpose annotation. What is the annotation we got for injection purpose? @auto. So since @auto is there on the top of the field. This is called field, na boss. Field or property. Field or property. Can I call this injection as field injection, my dear? Can I call this injection as field injection? Easy, boss. By seeing component @bean method, container creates both class objects. By seeing @auto void, first it will get the type of the property. What's the type of the property? Local time. And goes to IOC container. Whether IOC container is having Spring Bean, whose class name is, whose type is local time. Already there because of @bean. Just collects that object, assigns to LT property. Assigns to this is done by me, this is done by container. And it is doing by seeing @auto void annotation on the top of the field or not. That's why can I call it as field injection? Okay, fine. Modi has deposited 10 lakh rupees in your bank account, guys. Okay, you'll be happy by seeing the amount? Yes, sir? Or we will start withdrawing money and start spending money? Definitely, you will not keep that amount as it is, right? You will withdraw money, you will start spending money. Some people will use for good purpose, some people will use for what? Bad purpose. Some people, they will use, but they don't know what they are doing. Okay. Similarly, when container injects, come on, local time class object to LT property through auto wiring boss, we should start utilizing injected object in my business methods of the target class, na boss. Otherwise, we are not doing injection for time pass purpose, right? Okay, you are becoming, you are opening Facebook account, becoming member of my group for a purpose. What is the purpose? Daily I am uploading the notes so that you can download the notes and read the notes, right? So similarly, utilizing this injected object, I should write a business method in my target class. Otherwise, waste of injection now, boss. Come on. Super. Super. That's why in the same target class, I'm just giving outlines. Complete code we are going to see. Okay. So here I am going to develop one business method. What's the business method? Public string generate message. You don't like this method name? Take your choice. Okay. Generate message string user. What guys? This is my business method or not, guys? What it takes? We don't say just good morning to. We don't say just good morning. We say good morning, Raja. Good morning, some Ramesh, good name, Rani, good morning X, good morning Y. So I'm trying to take that person name as a user. Okay, guys. Now tell me here, this is my business method. What is this, guys? Business method. Right. In this business method, I should write a logic, na boss? What is the logic I should write? Get current hour of the day. What, guys? Yeah. Whenever local datetime class object is injected, by default, local datetime class object will system time, boss. System time means current time. From current time, I can get the current hour of the day. Come on, my dear. Super. Here, what is the method we got? Int hour is equal to, tell me, lt dot get hour. You will get that one in 24 hours format or 12 hours format. And once we got this one in 24 hour format, you know how to generate the wish message, guys. I think OCR ko ishara kafi hai. Come on. Generate the wish message. Okay. I will write one condition. Remaining conditions, you can check it out. What is that? If hour less than 12, what guys? 12. What we say? Return good morning plus user. Like this, we can write lot of conditions and you can generate lot of wish messages. What do you say, my dear? Possible or not possible? Super, guys. Are you getting my point? So this is my basic designing. Total, how many annotations I have applied, my dear? 3 annotations I have applied. Can I highlight the annotations here? What is the first annotation? At the rate com.
और क्या बनाया? थोड़े चावल और सब्जी दे देना और कॉफी दे देना कल की तरह.
Next one, at the rate bill. Next one, at the rate auto. Okay. So now let us talk internals of the at the rate auto void. When at the rate auto void is applied, when IOC container detects at the rate auto void on the top of any has a property, number one, it will collect the type of the property, name of the property. Yes, na boss? Right. First, it searches for, is there any spring bean whose bean ID is matching with the name of the property? Let us assume not there because here name, that name is different. Let us assume I'm not matching. Here property name is LT. In at the rate bean method, I have taken what? Bean ID as XYZ. Matching a not man. Then it will search for, is there any spring bean class object whose type is local type? Whose already created na boss? Already available in IOC container. Takes that object assigned to this as a property. So since it is done because of at the rate auto void placed on what? Field. Can I call this one as a field injection, my dear? Can I call this one as a field injection, my dear? I want reply, boss. Is that clear? Super, boss. Okay, now tell me here. One by one, one by one. When IOC container detects the, an IOC container detects the, auto void on the top of what, guys? Auto void on the top of has a property. What property? Has a property. What is there? Local time LT. LT. Then it gets property name. It gets property name. What is that? LT. And property type. What is the property type, guys? Property name and property type, guys. What is property type? Java dot time dot local time. Slowly, no hurry burry, guys. Are you with me? Okay. Next one. IOC container searches for the Spring Bean whose bean ID is. What is that? LT. Let us assume not there. Let us assume not there. Let us assume not there. Okay. Then it searches for the what, guys? Searches for the spring bean. Spring bean whose type or class name is Java dot time dot local time. What, guys? Local time. Okay. And finds it available. What, guys? Finds it available. Finds it available. Once it finds it available, guys, what it will do, guys? IOC container takes what, guys? Dependent. Okay, takes IOC container takes local time class object and assigns or injects to what, guys? Injects to what is there, guys? LT property of wish message generator class object. What object, guys? Wish message generator class object. That is nothing but target class object, na boss. That is simply nothing but target class object or not, guys. Super. So ultimately, what happened, boss? This is my wish message generator class object. This is my local time class object. Yes, na boss? Yes. Okay. Wish message generator class object, boss. WMG. What is this WMG, my dear? Can you guess? That is bean ID, na? Not shortcut, dirty fellows. Okay, that's a bean ID. We give bean ID here, na boss. WMG. Oh my God, no. It is wish message generator. Okay. For here also we'll give the bean ID, na boss. Here also we give the bean ID. Okay, let us assume. Okay, LTT I have given. Not the LT, I have given what? L time. Okay, wantedly I am not matching. Wantedly I am not matching. Come on, guys. Okay, tell me, my dear, what's happening? Wish message generator class object WMG. Here, what is there? Local time class object. What is this? EL time. Okay, both objects are created by whom? Contain. But don't forget, my dear, here in wish message generator class object, what is there, guys? One property LT is there. What is the property? Local time LT. On the top of that property, what is there, guys? At the rate
काफी दे देना
auto. What guys? At the rate auto. Here is my what, my dear? Just a minute. Something happened. Yeah, here is my what will be there, guys. System date and time will be there or not? Not date, guys, system time. System time means current date and time. So because of this at the rate auto void, so this injection takes place or not, guys? Yes. It's purely because of at the rate auto void, guys. Super. Okay. Okay. This process we call it as field injection. What injection, guys? This process we call it as field injection. Yeah, first one. At the rate auto void is detected by IOC container on the top of as a property. Then it gets the name of the property, type of the property. Then it will search for having that name, property name. Is there any Spring Bean having Bean ID? Not there. Having that property type. Is there any Spring Bean whose class name is same as property type? Yes, there. Collects that Bean class object, injects to whom? Has a property based on at the rate auto void annotation. Since injection is happening because of at the rate auto void placed on what? Has a property which is also called field. That's why this is called field injection or not, guys? Easy, boss. Are we doing or container is doing? Okay, now you observe who is loading and managing both the classes? Container. Creating objects, maybe dependent we are creating in this situation, but overall both objects are created and managed by container. Who is assigning dependent to target? Who is managing both objects? If necessary, who is going to destroy it? Easy, boss. My theory and practical is matching or not matching? So definitely matching. Okay. Okay. Now listen. Now I would like to introduce complete code because I just given basic idea. Complete code. I have a question, sir. How does container knows I should go to com.nt.sbeans package and I should take wish message generator as a Spring Bean and I should make it as a Spring Bean? Somewhere we have to mention, na? Tell me, in annotation driven environment, how we are going to give inputs to IOC container? Through Java class. What is that class? Configuration class. Guys, boss. In configuration class, if you want to make any predefined class as Spring Bean, we are going to add at the rate bean methods. But how does container knows which message generator is there in com.nt.sbeans package and it should go to that package. It should search for what? At the rate component annotation based classes and should make that class as a Spring Bean. Somewhere we have to give information about that package at least. Yes or no? Na? That work also we are going to do where, guys? In configuration class. What class, guys? Along with placing at the rate bean method, we are also going to specify location of the user defined classes. Okay, so that it will go to those packages, searches in given package and sub packages, get all the at the rate component classes and makes them as a Spring Beans. Are you getting my point? Sir, what happens if you don't give? You should search every package and you should make every class as Spring Bean. In my project, 1,000 packages are there. A bigger project is having 1,000 packages. In 500 packages, helper classes are there, not the Spring Beans. Unnecessarily, it has to scan 500 packages, though they are waste na, boss. So that's why there should be a mechanism to specify a container, go to these packages because I'm very sure in these packages only I kept Spring Bean classes. So take those classes, load them, create object and make them as Spring Beans. It's better to mention or not there. For that purpose, we need to use one special annotation called @component scan. What scan, guys? A component is there to make Java class as Spring Bean. @component scan says what? Go to these packages, scan for the classes. If @component is there on the top of those classes, make them as a Spring Beans. That's why annotation name is what? @component scan. Are you getting my point there or not? Come on. Okay. Everything is perfect, guys. Please don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Connect to class and concentrate here, guys. Super. Okay, now listen. First, we can make IOC container. We can make IOC container to search or to scan in certain packages. What, guys? Packages for @component kind of annotation, annotation based classes, and to make them annotation based classes, in order to recognize them as Spring Beans. In order to recognize them as Spring Bean classes. What classes, guys? Okay. In order to recognize them as Spring Bean classes. Okay. Tell me, guys, for this, we need to place @component scan. @component scan packages is equal to list, guys. Annotation on the top of what, guys? On the top of @configuration class specifying the list of packages to scan. Specifying the list of packages to scan, guys. Fine, guys. Okay. Now I'm trying to give all the three classes one by one. Wish message generator dot Java. Okay, I would like to see where, guys, in a package. com.nt.sbeans. Yeah, don't give the suggestions, sir. Why don't you develop this one in Eclipse? At right time, I will introduce Eclipse. Don't tell what to do. Can I draw diagrams if I go for Eclipse? And am I giving complete code or only few lines of code? That's why I'm explaining in Paintbrush. So don't become my teacher. Okay. I am your teacher. You just follow me. I know when to introduce Eclipse, when to introduce Postman, and to introduce IntelliJ. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. When I'm writing code in Paintbrush, some people are saying, why don't you use Eclipse? Why don't you use IntelliJ? I will do, boss. We are in explanation mode. Lot of diagrams are required, lot of flow is required. For that, I am doing all this stuff. Is that clear, my dear? Come on. Super. Package com.nt.sbeans na, boss? Local time. All these are belongs to one or other package. Don't forget that, guys. That you have to try to lose na boss. I want reply. Arey, from my side, audio is there, video is there, everything is perfect, ra babu. Guys, am I audible? Am I visible? Is everything clear? Now, okay. Earlier, not correct. What is this? Try to be in the stable network na. Fine, boss. Right. Okay. Everyone, please concentrate. What I did, guys, from last 5 minutes, what I did? From last 5 minutes, what I did? I introduced one annotation called @component scan. See, predefined classes I place inside the configuration class using @bean method. They will be called automatically. Method returned object automatically becomes Spring Bean. Perfect, right? Okay. But when it comes to user defined classes, they will be there in user defined packages. So we have to tell to container, go to so and so package, search for all the classes, wherever @component annotation is there, take them and make them as Spring Bean. How to tell to container, you have to scan in so and so packages by using @component scan annotation. What annotation, guys? By using @component scan annotation. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super, guys. Okay. Mallika madam and others all are listening class sincerely without having any issue. And don't make your personal network problem as a generalized problem. Is that clear? I am repeating every time. Connection lost from your side, not from my side, please. Everything is clear. All are attending classes smoothly. Don't make your personal problem as generalized problem. I request everyone, if you are not interested to attend the class, please leave the meeting, but don't do time pass in the classrooms. Fine. Okay, guys. Sometime connection losing means you are not there in stable bandwidth. Don't generalize, Saroda. Yesterday you generalized, today you generalize. So every day you are having problem in saturate your network. Okay. Guys, guys. Let me ask one thing. Guys, let me ask one thing. Am I audible? Am I visible? Not you people. Shall I continue the session now? It's clear now. All good to continue. Perfect. Okay, guys. Right. I repeat last few minutes session. Okay. No more dances in the chat box. Put your efforts in the classroom. Put your efforts in the classroom. When you are attending online classes, having stable network is your responsibility, not my responsibility. I can inject subject, not the network. I can teach and inject what? Spring to your brain, Spring Boot to your brain, not the network, not the mobile data, right? Super. Okay. Audio video breaking in between means problem your network bandwidth. Problem in your network bandwidth. Your network bandwidth is not consistent. Okay. Mr. SM, why do you need annotation? Focus on class. Yes, guys. Okay. Tell me, everyone. How to make IOC container? Hey, container, go to so and so package, search for @component classes, recognize them as Spring Bean. For that one, what is the annotation I should use, guys? @component scan. Where should I place this annotation? On the top of configuration class, specifying one or other package name. One package you can mention, two package you can mention, three package you can mention. But whatever package name you mention, it will search in the current given package and it's a sub packages also. Suppose if you mention com.nt, it will automatically search in NT package. It's a sub packages also. No need of writing com.nt separately, com.nt.sbin separately. If you mention root package, it will search in all the sub packages and their sub packages also. Is that clear, guys? Super, boss. Okay. Okay, next what I'm going to write here, boss? Public string generate message. What message? String user. Here I'm going to write logic as I discussed at the top. As I discussed it at the top, can I write the logic over here? I want reply, boss. Super. End of the method, end of the class. Okay, with this what we completed, guys? Target class is completed or not? But how can you say this is a target class, guys? When you take two classes, where @auto void is there, target class. On when you write @auto void, there will be property type, na? That is also going to be another class name. That type is going to be dependent class. So in our example, okay, @auto void is there in which message generator? I want reply, guys. Target Spring Bean class, right, boss? Super. Nice, perfect. Okay, where @auto void is applied? On the top of local time type property. Can I say local time is dependent class now, boss? Okay, it's basically a dependent class. It's a dependent class name. Now I'm asking question. Local time is a predefined class or user defined class? Can I make predefined class as Spring Bean? Okay, using component. Using what? @bean method. @bean method should be placed anywhere, only in configuration class. Only in configuration class. Tell me what is the next class I should develop here, guys? App config.java. What .java? App config.java. It also belongs to one or other package, na boss? com.nt.config. Sir, why are you taking different packages? In SBeans only you can keep, na? Or if you keep all packages in single folder, what's the need of going for packages? For you are going for package for differentiation now, boss. So different category classes you should keep in different packages or not? Keeping all classes in one package is equal to not taking packages. It's like keeping girls and boys in single room kind of thing. Yes or no? You have to differentiate them or not. You should categorize them or not there. So that is what we are trying to do. All configuration classes in config package, Spring Beans in what? SBeans package, some other classes in some other package. You don't believe if you took at a company level project, only packages will be 200. Only package names I am talking. In my Eclipse window, to see only package name, I should scroll up and scroll down. Those many packages will be there. Inside each package, on and average 20 classes. 200 into 20, how many? 4,000, right? That is a small project number of classes. Not a big project, small project number of classes. So that's why what we are learning here is small application, understanding application. Okay, don't think that that should be developed in 1 day, 2 days. To complete the 6 months time, 5 months time, team will be there, team leader will be there. Everything you need not to do. There is a system and there is a process. For that only you are getting monthly salary, boss. Otherwise, why IT jobs are more earning jobs, guys? Any non-technical job, 25,000, 30 maximum, right? Only in IT sector only lakhs of rupees salary is there. Not for time you spend, for the code you write, for the problem you solve, the problem you analyze, right? It is not a time-based job. It is a skill-based job. Sir, can I write that kind of coding? Array, 6 months time is there, team leader is there, team is there. Every day one line, every day 10 lines. Definitely one day they will be completed, right? That confidence is most important. But first you write lines in the lab, practices here. Then automatically you can write bigger lines there. Okay, config package. Here also I have to take package imports now, boss. Super. Tell me, are we designing the code or understanding the code? Designing the code. Are you getting my point? Sir, how you got the thought? How you got the thought? You have to take two classes only. How many classes are there? One target class, one dependent class. Target is user defined. That's why we develop. Dependent is predefined. So predefined, I want to make Spring Bean. So can I do directly? So I have to take configuration class. See, automatically thoughts are coming or not, guys. So like this, you have to design phase by phase. These are the small analyzation. In future, we'll do big analyzations. But everything starts with the 0 and 1, right? Super. Okay. I know these many days, I don't know what you did in core Java. I know in advanced Java, opened the code, understood the code, executed code, output came Talia, left out. Your life become Talia if you do like that. You have to design. You have to gather the requirement. You have to analyze the requirement. You have to design how many classes, how many packages, what should be written where. That's why first I have given basic idea. One side local time, one side wish message generator. I just written few lines there and there. So we got some maturity. Okay, it's going good. Then I started writing complete code. Easy. This you are supposed to do from advanced Java onwards. Core Java, anything you have to type the code because class A1, class A2, all these are language fundamentals, right? We never seriously develop application in core Java. The funny part of core Java is we write the application to test whether interface is behaving like interface or not. But we never worry about how to use interface in real projects, right? They are purely language fundamental, no seriousness in that. Okay, that is the right approach of learning. But advanced Java onward, your always approach should be gathering the requirement, designing the application, analyzing the designing, and developing the code. This approach is very important. Fine. Yes, guys. Tell me, boss, what will be the situation when dependent class is user defined? Whoever asked this question, did I say today Spring is over? In coming example, we will take user defined classes also dependent. Na? Can't you wait, my dear? Today I have taken, see, today I have taken predefined class as dependent. Tomorrow I will take what? User defined class as dependent. Okay, if I take it, what happened? It's a user defined. Now at the rate component comes into picture. Yes or no? Na? Then there is no need of at the rate bean method in configuration class. Yes or no? Na? Super. Okay, guys. Tell me. Public class app config. Public class app config. Here, what should I do, guys? Public local time. Create L time. Array, method name is my choice, na? Yeah, tell me, boss. Local time object can be created using new operator? No. We have a static factory method that is local time dot now. It not only creates and return local time object, boss, and it also holds system date and time. I mean, in this case, system time. In this case, system time. So in date class, we have a new operator to create object. But in local time, local date time, local date classes, we don't have new operator to create the object. We have static factory methods. What methods? On the class name, you have to call the method, they written their own class object. That methods are called static factory method. Static factory method returning their own class object. What is that method name? Now. Now is this, now means give me current class object having system date, system time. If needed, system date and time based on the class we use. In all three classes, we have that now method, guys. Tell me. Return, what is there? Local time dot now off. Local time dot now off. It returns local time class object having system time or not. Return local time object. Tell me. Object having system time. Having system time. Here is my what, guys? At the rate bean name is equal to L time. Okay, anything you can take, guys. Okay. But first of all, I need to make this class as configuration class na, boss. How to make this class as configuration class? Tell me. By adding one annotation. What is that annotation, boss? At the rate configuration. Easy? Configuration. Okay, boss. How to tell to this class or how to tell to IOC container through this class? Go to so and so package, search for at the rate component classes and recognize them as Spring Beans. Recognize them as Spring Bean. I have to tell this one or not, guys? Yeah, tell me, guys. For that one, we should place at the rate component scan na, boss. Come on, one by one I am revealing. Here, what is there? Base packages. See the param name, parameter name, annotation parameter name. It is not package, it is a base package. What do you mean by base package? If you give base name, I will search in that package sub. That's why they have given param name as what? Base. So I can give com.nt. Sorry, SBeans you have not given. Not required, boss. If I give base package name, it will search in sub packages also. No, sir, I want to be very specific. Okay, then you give SBeans. I want to be very specific. What is that? com.nt.SBeans. Sir, I have 4 or 5 packages in com.nt. Every package is having one at the rate component. Then is there any need of giving one specific sub package? You just give com.nt, it will search in all packages, recognize all the classes that are annotated with what? That are annotated with what? That are annotated with what? At the rate component annotation or not, guys? Is it not interesting, Ra Babu? Come on. Okay. Tell me, boss. The Java class that is having at the rate, not Java class, the Spring Bean class that is having what, guys? At the rate auto wide annotation. At any level is called, what is that, guys? At any level is called target Spring Bean class. Target Spring Bean class. The Spring Bean class, the 1 minute, the Java class, the Java class name on which at the rate auto wide is applied. What, guys? On which at the rate auto wide is applied is called the Java class name on which auto wide is applied in target Spring Bean class. What, guys? Target Spring Bean class is called dependent Spring Bean. What, guys? The Java class name like local time. What guys? Like local time on which at the rate applied in target Spring Bean class is called what? Dependent Spring Bean, guys. Okay, super, guys. Tell me what is another statement? Generally, the dependent Spring Bean definition. Spring Bean definition does not contain at the rate auto avoid annotation. Does not contain what guys? Does not contain. Because it is there to become as helper class now, boss. Does not contain at the rate auto avoid annotation. See, is there any at the rate auto avoid in my local time class, guys? Is there any at the rate auto avoid in my local time class, guys? Not at all. Not at all. Is that clear, my dear? Come on. Super. Okay, now, right now I'm developing standalone applications only. Standalone application means I need to have a class with main method. Okay, inside that class with main method, where application execution begins, I need to create IOC container. And for that IOC container, I need to give this configuration class as input class, in which at the rate bean method information is there, package name information is there, where at the rate component annotations are there. So indirectly through configuration class, every information is going to IOC container or not. That's why app config class is called configuration class. What do you mean by configuration class? The class that provides inputs to IOC container is called configuration class. If file is doing that work, configuration file. If class is doing that work, configuration class. When it is a file, XML file. If it is a class, at the rate configuration class. Easy, boss. But how to create container, how to pass this configuration class as input value to container, we will discuss later. For the time being, okay, why that class is called as configuration class? Did you get the idea, boss? Did you get the clarity, boss? Come on. Super. Note. If class is used to pass inputs and instructions to IOC container, then it is called what class, guys? Configuration class. That is generally, what is that? App config class, guys. Annotated with what, guys? Annotated with at the rate configuration. This is the best approach now, boss. Yes. Next, if XML file is used, what, guys? To pass inputs and instructions to IOC container, then it is called what, guys? Configuration file, guys. What, guys? To be more specific, Spring Bean configuration file, that is generally what, guys? Application context.xml. What .xml? Application context.xml. Okay. Old legacy approach. Legacy means old approach. Legacy approach. Application context.xml. Fine. Okay, now let's see, guys. Example 1. Annotation config. Annotation config. Application context is equal to new Annotation config. Everyone please concentrate. New annotation config. Application context of. Application context of. What is there, guys? App config dot class. What config dot class, guys? See, boss, I'm just passing class name as the input, my dear. Easy. Container creation is easy. And passing class name as input is also easy. There is a one param constructor in the container creation. Oh, okay. There I have passed configuration class name or not, guys? Super. This is what approach? Annotation driven approach. What approach, guys? Annotation driven approach to create the IOC container. Okay, boss. What's the second one, guys? Second approach. Tell me. Annotation, sorry. File system XML. File system XML. Application context. CTX is equal to new file system XML. What, guys? Application context. Okay. Some location, boss. What is the name of the file? Application context dot xml. Application context dot xml. Easy na, boss? Okay. But what is the best in the market, my dear? This is best. What is the worst in the market? Outdated one? Legacy. Legacy means what? Amitabh Bachchan is a legacy actor. Old actor, but still doing well. But we don't prefer that much. Right now, boss? Right. Andhra Bank, SBI, these are what? Legacy bank. They are all doing well, but we don't prefer, right? Outdated means completely stopped using. But they are doing well, but we don't prefer. I hope you got it, guys. Congress is a legacy party. Rahul Gandhi is a young leader. No, legacy leader. Okay. Fine. So this is the best one. This is this one. Okay, guys. Do you have another 10 minutes, guys? Okay, now listen. First, I will explain the point, then I will write the point. When IOC container is created by passing application configuration class as the input class, what actually happens? Number one, IOC container is created. Number two, configuration class is loaded. It has become Spring Bean. Why, sir? Array at the rate configuration internally contains at the rate component. It itself becomes Spring Bean. Sir, why should I believe you, sir? I will make you to believe. Wait, Babu. At the rate configuration docs. At the rate. That's the beauty of Java. Type the class name, beside that write docs, you will get the help. Official API documentation you will get. Official API documentation you will get, but it is not giving doc, only help is giving. You write API docs, guys. What docs, guys? API. Official API documentation you will get. Configuration is internally having what? Configuration is internally having what? Comp. Okay, first listen theoretically, then I will put the points. If not today, tomorrow I can put the point. Number one, this is the line. Container is created. Class is taken. From the class is loaded. Okay, object is created. It becomes Spring Bean. Done na? That's the level one. Now go to the class, boss. Now go to the class. In that one, at the rate component scan is there. Come on, my dear. What is the package name? com.nt.s. com.nt.sbean. Okay, guys. Go to that package, searches in that package and sub packages. Overall, how many component classes it found? Only one. Marked it, guys. Just marked, right? Super. Okay, next one. And observes. Okay, now observes. Are there any @bean methods? Not there. Not there. In configuration class, are there any @bean method? Yes, there. Okay, boss. Observe carefully. Did I mention any scope on the classes? Did I mention any scope on the classes? No scope is mentioned. No scope is mentioned means what is the default scope, guys? Singleton. I will introduce that one later. What is the default scope? Singleton means eager to instantiate. Only one object will be created. Always will be eager to instantiate. Instantiate means what? Object creation. Fine. Notice that on the top of component class, any scope is there? Not. Default scope is singleton. On the top of @bean, any scope is there? Not there. What's the default scope? Come on, my dear. I want reply. Singleton. Right, guys? Super. Okay, now tell me. Singleton scope beans will be pre-instantiated. Pre means eager instantiation. Whether they are used or not used, their object will be created first. That is called eager instantiation. Eager instantiation. It's like advance ticket booking of your favorite hero movie. After 10 days, it will be released, boss. You'll be die or alive or you'll be in station, out station. You don't know, but you booked the ticket. On that day, you'll be watching movie or not, no guarantee. Yes or no? Because in your personal life, some troubles are going on. But you still booked the ticket to show your favorism or fanism, right? That is called eager booking or not, guys? It's something like this. Someone released a car model in the online. You liked it. Physically, you have not seen it. Gone to showroom, paid 1 lakh rupee. Oh, I'm booking the car. Because you believe that company brand, right? That is called eager booking or advance booking or pre-booking, guys. Yes or no? Super. I don't know whether I will ask container for those objects or not. But still objects will be created for Spring Bean. So that is called what? Pre-instantiation. What instantiation? Eager instantiation. Okay, both the beans are having singleton scope. Both objects will be created. Are you understanding my statement, guys? First is message generator. Next one is what, guys? @bean. Because in which order they are scanned, in the same order both objects are created. Okay. So first of all, what happened? Classes are loaded, objects are created. Target and dependent Spring Bean objects are created or not? That is level 1. Level 2. It will search for, are there any @auto-void annotation in all the Spring Beans it has detected? How many Spring Beans it has detected? 2. How many times @auto-void is placed? Only 1 time. So it goes to that place, na boss? It goes to that place, na boss? Gets the property name and property type, boss? Come on, I made idea. Okay, now searches. Is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID is LT? There are? There are? Not there. Is there any Spring Bean whose bean class name is local time? Yes, there. Just now we created object now, boss. I will give in written also. I will give in written. If not today, tomorrow I will write. But first of all, you should resist in the brain. Order, don't worry. Are you getting the statements or not? Already we discussed the second part of the flow, right, guys? There, boss. Takes the object, creates the object, already created object, takes the object, injects the object to LT property. Okay, now onwards, after injection again they will be managed or not? And they are ready to give service whenever programmer wants or not, guys? This is the somewhat extended flow compared to earlier flow. Some more points I have added from the scratch level I have given. So once again see this. Tomorrow I will give in words. Today you once again see the theoretically. First this line executes na. Why this line execute first? Because I am going to keep this line in the main method. I am going to keep this line where? Main method. What happened? First IOC container created. Number 2, given configuration class is taken. Number 3, that is loaded, object created. That also becomes Spring Bean, boss. Come on. That is loaded, object created, object becomes Spring Bean. After all, configuration is internally having what? Component. Component, many other things it will do. Number 3, it will search, is there any component scan annotation on the top of the configuration class? There are not there. What package is there? com.nt.esbin. Number 6, it goes to that package, searches, is there any class having component annotation in SBIN's package and sub packages? Total how many classes it found, guys? Only one. Takes that class and makes it as a Spring Bean. Recognizes it as a Spring Bean. Still object not created. Recognize it as a Spring Bean. Clear, my dear? No scope is mentioned. What is the default scope? Remember. Next, it searches for, are there any @bean method inside the configuration class? There are not there, guys. There are not there. There. How many are there? Only one is there. Any scope is mentioned there? Not mentioned. Default scope is, and IOC container by default perform pre-instantiation of singleton scope beans. In that process, first what it will do? Which message generator class object is created. Next, what it will do? Execute this method. Local time class object is also created. Right, boss? Both have become Spring Bean. Both objects are managed by IOC container as Spring Beans. Okay, Spring Bean is story over. Now, IOC container starts looking for what annotation? @auto. In both the Spring Bean, total how many times @auto is there? Only where it is available. On the top of target class has a property. First, what it will do? Gather the property name and property type. What's the property name? LT. What's the property type? Local time. First, it will search for what? Is there any Spring Bean whose bean ID is LT? Is bean ID is LT or L time? Not there, not there. So then it will search for, is there any Spring Bean whose class name is local time? Yes, second Spring Bean time is what, guys? Type is what, guys? Local time. What it will do? Collects that object, assigns to this LT property or not, and start managing both objects after injection. So now onwards, whenever we want, we can take the objects, we can use the object in whatever the way we want or not, guys. I think now flow is looking very interesting. Okay. Tomorrow I will write all these things in words. One more time I am going to explain this one theoretically. Because I want you people to digest first in the brain. Because if I write, you will mug up. Okay. This time I want to listen from you people. First, what line executes in the main method? Container creation line. Super na? First what happened? Container creation. Next what happened? Takes the class as configuration. App config class as speak with me, ra worst fellow. Open your mouth, ra naina. Okay. Are you deaf and dumb? Are you having any reservation? Then open your mouth, ra worst fellow. Okay. Tell me, takes the class as configuration class. Loads the class, creates the object, makes it as a Spring Bean. Is that clear up to this? Number 3, looks for component scan, gets the package name. That is 4. Number 5, it goes to com.nt.sbeans package and searches for component class. How many are there? Only one. Okay, recognize that as a Spring Bean. And also notice no scope is means singleton scope. Super. Then it will search for how many @bean methods are there inside the configuration class, right? How many are there? Only one. Okay, recognize that one also having singleton scope na boss. Super. Right. So IOC container perform pre-instantiation of singleton scope Spring Bean. Default scope is that. In that process, which message generator class is loaded, object is created, and in that process, this create LT time. Create L time method is called on configuration class object, and returned object has become Spring Bean. With this, Spring Bean story is over. Next, IOC container looks for what annotation? @auto. In both Spring Beans, only one Spring Bean. It will search in both but finds in one. Worst fellow, why? How does it knows you have kept in only one? Is it not a god, na? It will search in all the beans, but it will find only in one place. What is that one place? Target one. Gets the property type and name, right? Okay. Having property name, is there any Spring Bean having bean ID? Having property type, is there any Spring Bean having class name? What it will do? Collects that object, nothing but local time object, assigns to LT property or not. That means dependent is injected to target or not. Okay, now after injection again it will start managing both objects or not. Learning is interesting or boring? Interesting or boring? Why? Because we are not learning what is what. We are trying to understand internals, flow of execution. Is that clear, guys? Still one class is pending to develop. What is that? Array, main class, where I have to create container. When container will do all these things internally, then I have to ask container, after injection, give me target class object. We get the target class object from container so that I can call the business method or not. So that I can enjoy the results of the business method or not. All we are doing for what purpose? So I can access target object created by container from the container. Come on, guys. I can call the business method. I can get the results. I can enjoy the result. Right, boss? So that is still there or not there? So are you going to miss tomorrow's class? Do you have any dare to miss tomorrow's class? Don't miss it, because tomorrow we will complete that client application, main class application, how to create container, how to ask container, how to giving what target class object, on that object how to call business method, how to stop the container once everything is over. We are going to discuss, right? Sir, you said a lot of things in flow of execution. You have not written them in the notes. Do I need to write or it is okay? I will write, but not today. Tomorrow, once again, I will give the flow. Then I will write it. But before that only, I hope it is registered in your brain. Registered or not registered? Tomorrow I will check how much it is registered. Enjoying sessions? Software learning is boring task or interesting task? Definitely interesting. When you start analyzing everything. Sir said that I typed this, I got this error. I also did course, not worked out, left home. How you are learning, that matters. What interest you are keeping, that matters. How much you are practicing, that matters. I am doing my job for 100%. Now you sit and question yourself. Are you showing same interest towards practicals? Are you showing same interest towards what? Analyzation, homeworks, assignments. If that is also good, end result will be positive. Only I am doing hard work, you are just time passing, time pass results only will be there. In Java, jobs are there, competition is there, but your competition not with 100 people, your competition with 30 people only, because 30 people only learns things very perfectly. Remaining 70 people just joins the course, complete the course because 30 people joined. This is a fake, this is a frank statement I am giving. You want to be part of that 30 or 70 or you decide now. Whether all my students are what? Part of 30%, part of 70%. Let's keep other student in 70%. All my student wants to be in 30% means you have to do hard work. Got it, guys? Super. Okay. Online students, all your problems are solved. When I give the flow of execution, interest has come. I know. Now no one says problem is there in the net. Fine. I think you enjoyed the subject. That's good news. Fine, guys. I think still I have not received the Google Drive. Sorry to say that. So one more day you manage. 2 more days you manage with what? Facebook only. No option for us. Yesterday's link. Where admin, where are you, man? Mr. Bundy, Praveen Bundy, Mr. Praveen, are you there in the batch? Is there a class tomorrow? After listening entire Ramayana, you should not ask whether Rama is a good boy or bad boy. Okay. I said tomorrow class is there. Don't dare to miss the classes. Okay, Mr. Riz, be in the classroom, my dear. Accept the Facebook request. After class, it will be accepted. Can a class be any class can act as target, any class can act as dependent. Sometime one class can be target to some other class, dependent to some other class. It can do both roles also. In that situation, at the rate AutoVide will be there in dependent because it is target to someone, right, guys? So those exceptional cases will always be there, boss. Yeah. Enjoy the sessions. Enjoy the session. Interest automatically comes if you enjoy the session. Everything starts with the listening, then analyzation, then going to lab and putting the practicals. If we get 4 or 5 application output back to back, if you complete 1 2 assignments on your own by taking little help from friends and lab coordinator, confidence automatically comes. After that, you automatically comes to lab, automatically come to classes. So that's why first 3 4 application, though they irritate you, they test your patient, but you have to be very disciplined person. 21 days challenge. You like it or don't like it. You do one work 21 days with the same consistency, with the same discipline. 22nd day, it will become part of your routine life. Attending class, going to lab, completing assignment, reading document, 21 days you do it sincerely. 22nd day automatically become spring and spring boot become your favorite subject. Clear? But everything starts with consistency, boss. 1 day coming, 2 days not coming, not going to work out. Super. What's your batch code, guys? 1102. What is this? Spring Core. Where is this? 26th, 29th, 30th. Let me save the document before I upload. Thank you, guys. Yeah, the people who attended yesterday, today, please collect the backup videos and watch it. All backup videos are kept here. All backup videos are kept here, right? Please collect them and watch them. Thank you. Have a nice time. Online lab support will be there. Contact your admin. Please contact your admin.